Where am I? London. Where am I? Where am I?
Phyllis, are you going to sleep with me or what?
Really? How your relationship has progressed.
I don't want to talk about it. So many awkward silences.
Seems like you want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't know we were on air.
Could have fooled the H out of me, I can tell you that.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
One of McConaughey's lesser known lines.
How many times you jerk off today? Oh, your numbers are way down. You gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah, fuck man. He's got that buzz like Red.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the dude who did that song where he was always batting his chest like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Red the there. What do they call him?
I was being slightly kinder than that. The musical.
I don't want no relationship with a broke bitch. Yeah.
The hook in that was awesome. I kind of forget what it is now. Something about the fucking heart.
No, that's what it was. I don't want no relationship with a broke bitch. Won't you get? I can't remember. I just remember the...
Pause.
Yeah.
I gotta go check this out quick.
We should.
This is an aside I didn't expect. That big Red coming after you.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't even have called him that. I was so used to Bling Bling, where he's openly Bling Bling the crackhead.
Yeah, provide musical.
No relationship with a broke bitch. Call it what you want to. Start it what you gonna do.
Hollow chest.
I don't want no relationship with your broke ass. Call it what you want to. What you see is what you get. That's why we never been to the movies or in the park in the dark cold.
Fitting time for that to turn on.
That's why I like fucking with your hoochie groupie. Y'all don't really want no man. That's why we never been to the beach. Water splashing on our feet while we tan in the sand.
I love that part.
She bring it back to me every day of the week while we stack them grand if we can. It ain't tricking if you got it, ho. Fist full of dollars, make these hoes scream and pop their collars, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the one that I was thinking of, though. The other one was like filmed through a fence, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, this one. And you're right, this one does have something to do with
just look
Red.
for an Airbnb other guests have loved.
Red Heart? No.
Introducing Guest Favorites, the most loved homes on Airbnb.
Is it this one or is it?
No.
I think this is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's-
I don't remember the.
Make you wanna slap your grandmammy. Make you wanna hit that lappy tappy. Wonderful. When I do it, girl, you make me happy. So we about to get hyphy with it. You claim that you don't like me, quit it. After hours, girl,
Am I crazy? Did this not have a hook?
That's probably good.
she keep me Nike fitted. Now here we go again.
Yeah.
Me and my lonesome ass friends will spin up your dope for show, man. I'm just saying. Why'd you tell your mama on you?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Me and my folks rolling bins. Yeah. We be so close.
So good. Fucking, I didn't think it would hold up.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
I should tell your mama on you.
Oh, yeah.
Mona Lisa lay a sash on ya. Yeah. Treasure smiley tosh on ya. Yeah. Regina Lucina on ya. Yeah. Sabrina Christina on ya. Yeah.
15 years ago.
Stacy Tracy
Hope he's doing good.
Let's not try and follow up. Let's not try and follow up. It's nothing. I mean, I'd like to think that too, but
I see 3 years ago.
I feel like he fucked up his record deal or
looks
something.
Like, yeah, looks like he's still doing this thing 3 years ago.
Oh, that's nearly a relief. Reposts from 15 years ago.
Yeah. All I'm seeing is 3 years ago.
People picking up that algo. Rip rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh, you should tell your mama on you. Yeah, I know I screwed it.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Crazy.
Felt like I was gonna sneeze for a second.
That's a funny part of the Escape from LA when you did you just wink at me?
Fucking, I could knock some of the dust out when I was being read.
Alright, how do you want to end this off?
I don't know. Give it a. Don't even know how to rank this thing yet.
Give it like 5.
Wow.
5.5 mini bottles of schnapps.
Fucking give it. Oh God, no.
I don't know. 19-hour plane ride to France. I'm too tired to even vomit at the thought of this.
Birds flying. Building the castle here. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that Skarsgård cameo. Didn't know that was coming.
No?
No. Did you watch the uncut, straight cut? Uncut.
Yeah.
Straight cut would be depressing, man. I think that's the only savior is that we're watching it. Watching a sad story backwards.
Yeah. I'm cat's got my tongue here. I just don't know what to say right at this point about it.
Can't believe we went all the way to France for a podcast.
Yeah. Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the past?
Yeah. We watched it, I Or you know what? No, I haven't. What it is that I always got this and Run Lola Run confused.
Okay.
And it was Run Lola Run that I did see before.
Right.
Before we watched it on the cast.
Righto.
But this was the first time I watched this movie.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. You?
Ish. No, first time, yeah. I mean,
Probably the last.
in retrospect, yeah. Might be. It's one and doneer.
Yeah.
And 1.5 doneer.
Yeah.
Because it's really a 1.5er.
Yeah.
Or ish.
Yeah. The half being bookends.
God damn. It's a fun journey.
Do you got a closing statement?
Oh, God.
I thought you had something that you wanted to close with.
Okay, yes. This will be a tough edit. This is kind of a slow back and forth we have going on here.
Yeah, we're not very good at outros.
But yeah, no, you're right. I did put this note at the end, but I'll just read it now because it doesn't really pertain, but it does kind of touch on what we just spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched this on Canopy.
Oh wait, 2 minutes earlier.
Wind it back. Yeah, I watched this on Canopy, and I was gonna watch it by other means, but turns out I didn't have to because it's filled with art house features and all kinds of stuff from all over the world and whatnot.
Yeah.
Eclectic mix on there. Thank you, libraries.
Library.
Yeah. So this one, I don't know if it has like the graphic warning on it, but this is like a bonus review in here. So
there's no surprise that I found this film at effedupmovies.com.
So after I finished watching this movie, it like disappeared super fast because this, love them, but this app is not the like most intuitive sometimes.
Yeah.
And so it disappeared.
We could always edit it that it comes back on for after the. Because it did turn off when we started to do it, talking about red.
Yeah, so it disappeared right away after I finished watching it. After the nothing at the whatever. We'll get there, I guess. Stupid roundabout way of talking about this shit. So anyway, the recommended movies right near it were like these other movies that had like graphic sexual whatever.
Yeah.
Like you might be offended by this.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like these are like the
Serbian Tale and stuff like that.
Well, Short Bus is on there.
Yeah.
Which like goes far, all the way far.
Is that the one that has the Much Music Girl in it?
Yeah. So that appears on there. And I was just looking at some of them because I was like, what the... This is like Canopy After Dark, this stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's not like the sexiest things in the world, these movies. Like, they're usually such bummers. Like,
exactly.
You don't go there looking for...
Scratch Fest.
Yeah. It's always horrific, whatever way they frame it. But I saw this one made by... the guy who made 12 Years a Slave, Steve McQueen.
Okay, yeah.
This one called Shame with Michael Fassbender in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did mention that earlier.
Yeah. So when I was like flicking around, I accidentally used, because you get like 10 tickets a month or whatever for this app. So you're like limited to just a couple of movies. Mm-hmm. And so I accidentally like rented it when I was trying to get to something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Accidentally watched the whole thing too.
yeah, I did fast forward it, and what a gross story.
Yeah.
He's like he's almost got that American Psycho kind of attitude, and he's like a sexaholic sort of guy, right? And his sister comes and lives with him. She's like she seems like a little bit younger, like more like a little bit grungy, has like blonde hair, but like where the black roots are growing out a little bit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Almost like a little bit punky like that. And like things are happening where like he comes home and like hears music playing, and this guy grabs a bat, and then he has like this awkward moment like looking at his sister naked and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, what is going on here? What is this Michael Fassbender thing that he got himself into?
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And like this movie like has some all the way kind of nymphomaniac kind of moments in it.
Yeah.
Because he's like meeting up with people like as he goes. Just fast forwarded through it and saw that this thing ended in a bummer too.
For everyone at home, he means slow-moed.
Slow mo. Yeah, I watched it at fucking quarter speed. It took me 8 hours.
Do you think that it's funny, I just found this on Effed Up Movies. Do you think this is the sequel?
Maximum. Oh my god, what a horrific cover. Yuck.
Don't leave much for the imagination there.
That makes your gut fucking rise, right? Or drop. I don't.
I lost the
spin.
list of movies that came up with Irreversible. Oh, with
Yeah, because you were saying that.
It was all over the place. There's ones about Nazis.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There was this other one that popped up in this list called Mobius.
Oh yeah.
And I looked up on IMDb why
What time is it?
Timer.
Okay. What were you saying?
This one Mobius. I read the thing on IMDb on it, and you wouldn't believe the hairy stuff. Because, like, one of the things I saw said, like, I can't believe they got away with this in a movie.
Yeah.
But there's, like, people, like, cutting off their kids' privates and eating them and throwing them out in the road and stuff.
Holy shit.
And I was like, what am I like the Serbian tale doesn't even seem to be that bad.
Or that other one where all these young men and women get taken to this.
We need a trigger warning
mansion
for this episode. Just talking about these ones associated so vaguely.
It's on the same list as the Serbian tale that all these young men and women are sent to this like elitist kind of mansion, and they're like they have to eat shit and they have to go through all these torture. Yeah, that's
120 days.
Yeah.
Ugh, talking about the grossest movies.
Yeah. Maybe this one's not that bad.
That's a try and. I get it. Oh, man, we're gonna be sad going to sleep tonight. No, I'm just kidding. There's some redeeming stuff to this.
Yeah,
Sure. We're just in weird company.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And this isn't gonna be for everyone, and that's probably why we're here today.
Yeah. Oh, can't go back now.
Yeah, it's not everyone's CUP.
So what'd you think about these end credits?
Front credits?
Yeah.
Well,
Back credits.
they're tough to read.
Yeah.
Some stuff seems forward, but half the letters will be backward.
Yeah.
And then some things seem totally backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Some latex was just spelled perfectly normal.
Oh, yeah. There were some weird ones.
Yeah. McGuff.
Yo, that popped up there too.
Yeah.
Which is, like, not to give anything away, but there isn't really a huge McGuff to the whole thing. That must just be a fella who cashed a paycheck on this thing. Or
I unfortunately saw no latex either.
Yeah, anything to roughly conceal.
And then during it, close to the end or beginning, whatever you want to say, they have that kind of ghostly image of two people in a bathroom. And it reminded me of like The Shining or something. And it seems like something that you're going to have to remember till the very beginning. But then it's the first scene.
Yeah.
That these two guys pop up.
Yeah, and it, like, this camera is like windy.
Yeah.
It is like spinning around. It's going up through alleyways, I guess, kind of.
Oh, does it do that before they get there?
Before it settles on those dudes.
Yeah.
The credits eventually go sideways.
Yeah, the credits do. But like the really windy. There was a couple parts in this movie where
windy.
like it made me feel like I was drunk and had the spins. It was like getting sick, getting nauseous just watching it.
Surely. Yeah, so it does eventually kind of settle.
Yeah.
We're getting
I know where it gets really windy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
it starts to settle in this small apartment room.
Yeah, there's just this naked old guy sitting on the bed with his pal, just smoking away on some cigarettes, dressed. And they're having already a conversation that sucks.
Yeah. The old guy suffers from Western syndrome.
Is it?
Yeah. Chinatown, to be exact.
Oh, yeah.
Too specific?
No.
No?
No, I see that kind of detestable behavior.
Where the other guy's like, I don't have a thing. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know, if there's anything that we've done in our lives that's wrong, you know, we can't forget the pleasure we got out of it.
Yeah. And he's saying stuff like, you know, I slept with my daughter.
Yeah, the Chinatown.
Yeah.
What? And that's what he said. Oh,
No, I
classic
know what
Western syndrome. That's what he calls it.
Oh, yeah. Because it's in French.
Yeah.
This movie is in French, which will come
By the
into,
way, most of it.
which will have an important role in one small moment here later.
There's no bad deeds, just deeds.
Just deeds. Yeah.
And
okay, Virgil.
Like it sets it up for. Oh, that's weird. You think he was Virgil?
No.
But it sets it up like because there's.
Actually, you had to look up what the deal was with this scene after.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I must have missed it.
Well, is there something?
Apparently, it's a nod to another one of old Gaspar Noé's movies.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because there's, there's two things that you know about this movie going in, right?
Reversed.
And then the
one of the most notorious
scratch fests.
Yeah.
In cinema.
Yeah. That's
snuff history.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. That was like the only thing to know about it.
Yeah. Why head towards a movie like this?
Yeah, why has Fortuna put this on us?
I feel like we moved backwards into it.
Yeah. So, Gaspar Noé. That just before you get too deep.
Well, all I was gonna say is, I'm like, these must be our guys. It just seemed the way that they're talking, and you can hear sirens in the background, that it's like they're waiting to get picked up. Yeah. Is what I was thinking. Like, these must be the guys.
Oh, yeah, they're out of money. Like, they said they don't
thing.
have 10 cents between them.
Yeah.
No drink. Yeah. They're at the end. But
no,
really, they're there just to give a little bit of a thing on...
They're just supposed to tell you. They're just there to tell you what the noise is outside.
Yeah, and something about time.
Oh yeah, it starts off a lot like Run Lola Run. He's like, what does he say about time? Time's a funny thing, kind of thing.
Tire destroyer. No, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. By this,
Think he's Father Time? Is that what you're talking about?
not the vibe I got. No. Hopefully, not even a father. Oh crap!
Crap! That's the only thing we know about him, Guy.
I guess. Fuck. Dumb.
Okay, so what were you gonna say? I got too deep.
Oh, just that, for paying attention to the tech side of things here. If you want to not face the grisly scenes ahead of you, you can think about how this camera already doesn't seem like it's going to cut at any time.
Yeah.
It starts out spinning all around. Oh, yeah, it's at the... Is the very first shot of the top of a police car?
The next part, because it feels like it goes out the window and down.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
that noise, it's all the...
Yeah, it's a weird disposition for
Which is like the nicest of the terms.
Oh, you can almost irreversible and unrepeatable most of these things.
Exactly. The rest are just F-bombs.
Oh, every F-bomb sort.
Yeah. But yeah, very cool camera movement, almost down out the window, down the side of the building. You see the cop lights. You hear a lot of commotion.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's interesting. You're like, well, this doesn't seem like it's going to be one of those things that they're cutting back over shoulders or something. Like you're getting overhead aerial, more or less shots of this. And out of context, as you're seeing all this information, you're just like, that consciously how this thing is going to work. So you need to know a little bit here. But also you don't know if the scenes are reversed yet. All you know is there's time trickery here.
I thought they were going to try to be more creative and like it's backwards in like the third scene. Where I thought it might be for like a first glance, not knowing anything about it, you don't know it's in reverse until later on.
Yeah,
it'd be pretty hard to do though.
Yeah. So there's a lot going through your head at this point as you try and figure out how these rules are going to apply.
Going through your butt, isn't it?
Rectum. Yeah, you see dudes getting pulled out on the rectum on stretchers.
Yeah.
Getting arrested.
That's our guy.
Yeah, that is our guy.
That skin dick fuck ass is our guy. Those guys are shouting out some gospel, aren't they?
No, it's...
You skin dick fuck
poetic.
ass. You better pay me my money.
Fuck ass.
I see you got a broken arm. I hope they reamed your asshole out.
They go to the extremes every time.
Yeah.
In France, man. It's like the Boston of Europe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you see two toughies.
Yeah.
A couple mean dogs that are screaming at him to get the money. Pay up.
Yeah.
Still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then this is where it gets nauseating. They put him into the ambulance and then they drive off.
Yeah, we got one guy in an ambulance.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's like if
Vincent Castle.
Like if you played like any old games and got your controller stuck.
Yeah.
Like the way the camera is moving, it's that wonky.
It was making me feel drunk.
Yeah. And like what you're seeing is kind of limited because it's kind of like it's spinning out, but it's like a little bit of jumping back and forth between the paddy wagon.
Because then it goes back down, nosedives to the ambulance, and they actually have like as it goes through the roof ceiling, back in,
It's impressive.
for like a second, and then it goes back
Yeah,
out.
you feel like a soul floating around or something.
Yeah.
Like, is this like the spirit of Alex
Is
that
he
we're
dying? Or is what's his name? Marcus dying? And you're his spirit as you're going up?
No,
No,
how
time
about-
to go back.
How about? Nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on a limb here and like say that something happened with Alex. She's having this outer body experience, and then that's the way she's checking on her buddies. Not too far. I don't
Coming in
know.
the I'm your buddy.
Otherwise, explain that.
Yeah.
Why is it doing that? Who's controlling that drone?
Drunk camera up.
Catching glimpses of what? Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they know what they're doing too. Like they have all this visceral camera movement, and then they just have like this quick shot of a toilet. Like they're teasing you, man. They want you to puke during this. They're not even at the pukey part yet.
You talking about when it like keeps on going here?
Yeah.
You know, we've seen the dude in the ambulance for a while.
Yeah.
We've seen the dude going away in the police car, whatever, paddy wagon.
And now he's just perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Trying to get into rectum.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I guess this is the next scene here where you start just seeing glimpses in the red, the toilet,
Yeah.
a bunch of, well, it goes for some time.
Yeah.
Some time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, but it goes for some time.
Yeah, some time indeed. And you can hear like the
Scarguard cameo there.
the sound of like a vicious circle, you know, like the
And then you're trying to, so now you know, you already know that it's going backwards. You can tell. But
going round and
the
round.
first confusion for me is that he clearly pays to get into the bar. And then you're like, well, those guys were asking for his money. So whose money, who does he owe?
People just want money. They want lots of things in this weird little journey right here.
They're giving us the answers, but what's the question here?
They want money to know where Tenya is.
Yeah. Mark has a good friend along with him.
Pierre.
Pierre. Well, that's what he used to go as.
Oh,
It's Pinter now.
right.
Yeah, he's saying, no, don't go downstairs. Don't go downstairs. We don't have to do this. But yeah, they need to find the Tenya.
Yeah, Tenya.
Tenya.
You know Tenya?
Does anyone here know Tenya?
What? Tenya? Fucky fuck?
Yeah. Fist
No.
me! Fist me!
Yeah. Most of these people are quite hairless.
Yeah.
And one of them, he's relentless asking for the fisting.
It's a passionate group.
And he
A
says,
passionate group.
and the way he says it is like, fist me, man.
Yeah, come on, fist me. Oh yeah, of course. So he goes up to the barkeep first.
Oh, yeah.
Barkeep sends him on his way back to BDSM Alley. He has to go through that. You see a lot of Timmies chained up and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like a 9 Inch Nails music video.
It is, yeah. And then the guy, fist me, man.
Yeah.
And he just relentless, like you said. So he fists him right in the face, a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
No harm, no foul, though. It seems like they're, it's only creating a bond between them.
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to fist him, but he's missing it's dark.
Be a lot cooler if you fist me. He's talking about how he's got a tapeworm up there.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a lot of tasteful stuff
Yeah.
in this den.
Yeah.
It's like one of the worst places I've been so far in this place. It's in the top 2 worst locations I've seen.
And then everyone's like, oh, Tenya's some heavy shit, man. You don't want to meet Tenya. You want to meet Tenya?
Yeah. And like 10 minutes later,
gives him a bottle. Feeds him the bottle.
He's in the bottle. Yeah.
Because it's the two guys going at him. I'm trying to remember.
Alright.
I'm trying to remember the conversation that he has with the two fellas there.
Yeah.
When it starts before it starts getting spicy.
Yeah, so it was like there's confrontations occurring.
Oh, and but
Said
he
my
just
guy,
doesn't give a shit, eh?
Vinny.
Like, you think he would feel a little outnumbered.
Hmm.
You think that these guys would have some loyalty.
No.
No loyalty in these groups. That's the problem.
Well, maybe a tiny bit.
Everyone just sat back and rubbed one out to this as they start fighting.
Mm-hmm. And it's a bit of a brutality in here too, getting knocked to the ground. Like, he's winning at first,
Yeah.
but then that other dude turns the tables on his, beats his ass up.
Oh, yeah. Sonny
Yeah.
killed it. Beats. I took him out back and I beat his ass up. And everyone's like, oh, that's cool, man, Dennis. No,
Where the sun don't shine.
yeah. But then
Yeah, so
fucking arm.
yeah, he breaks his arm and he gives him
That's gotta hurt. I don't care where you're from.
yeah, and then he's intent on buggering him
Yeah.
after his arm's broken.
Yeah. He wanted to. Yeah, that was the prophecy.
Yeah.
Not only was his arm broken, but he got reamed.
Aye.
Then Pinter.
Yeah, no, perhaps the most pleasant thing that happened so far in this movie.
And then next thing that happens has to go on one of our top lists. Like, I know we got some good face splatters, but this might take the cake because you see
This
Pinter comes up
Turd
with
to the neck.
the fire extinguisher.
Just a sidewinder.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And you see his face
Is it a
More-
fire extinguisher?
I
Is
thought
it
it
like a canister, a spritz up, or some kind of cola?
I thought it was a fire extinguisher. We'll say cola.
Yeah.
Big, fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
But you just see, like, every time he hits him, his
Hammers
face
on
looks
him.
different. Like,
Yeah.
the makeup people must have just kept getting in there every
Yeah.
time.
And with every blow, there's teeth disappearing and
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And this one shot feeling is very effective when it comes to a moment like this.
Yeah. Everyone's just sitting back watching, enjoying the show.
Some of them enjoying it too much.
I think because we already talked about top 5 like stabbies.
This
I
is
think
a
we should
blunt force.
We got to do faces because there has been quite a few like complete face smashes in the past.
Horrific.
Yeah. This is up there.
Just in low life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I knew there was one recent.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's get out of the face and they're having, there's stuff going on, but at first blush, all that you really notice is him giving him the, this taxi cab, the Larry. You see what happens when you frig a stranger in the ass.
First he goes into the diner.
Oh, yeah.
He goes into this nice diner. Everyone's just, it's the complete opposite of Rectum there. And then he just walks in, kicking a fuss, and he's like, "Where's the gay bar?" And this is the first time that people are like, "Are you gay?" He's like, "No, I'm not fucking gay. Fuck you." Well, you're right. I can see where the confusion lies.
Yeah. He's just asking for it specifically. Yeah. For what purpose? To what end?
Is it just me, or does Vincent seem a little stressed?
Yeah.
But they go out, and then you see they're in the car.
Mm.
And you think, how's that work? Because he's just asking everybody how to get to Rectum.
If we can just direct them.
And then, because he's like trying to get him to go back into the car.
Yeah.
but he was the one driving the car, and then he comes back and he smashes the windshield out.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you see what happens, Larry.
all we know is, isn't that your car you did that to?
The
No.
taxi.
No, let's go back.
It's a recruitment
Step back.
drive.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to get this guy on our team.
So they have these, like, very quick, like, I guess, cat in the window shots of, like, the spinniness. Just that will loop it back into
What, in
another
this
scene.
movie?
Yeah. But just every scene has a little something there to make it wind back to the scene before.
Surely.
Because now all of a sudden they're in the taxi.
Yeah. Now we're in the cab.
Yeah. Now he's driving the cab.
Yeah, but I don't remember him from the last scene.
Yeah. It was his car. And
Yeah.
again, can you take me to Rectum? What are you, gay?
Undamaged taxi now.
I'm not fucking gay.
Yeah, aptly named place. You know, for the people listening.
Yeah, he starts getting into it with the taxi driver, and the taxi driver's got tear gas.
Based on the activity of already.
Was this
seen.
all one
Very-
shot too?
You know, it's very one-shotty. Yeah. I think everything is kind of meant to feel like one shot. Like once it gets in, like obviously they have the latitude of the spinning. You go through like a little dark patch in the spinning, and all of a sudden we're seamlessly into the new scene.
Yeah. Because I did like how this plays out, that you as a viewer stay in the taxi as he gets out, because he's telling him to get out, and you see Vincent go around, open the driver's door and pull the taxi driver out, and then take the tear gas from him and start spraying him in the face. And then he gets in. The whole time Pinter's in the back like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, and like we really can't repeat a whole lot in the conversation leading up to the ejection, but
No.
yeah, but we're headed into an alley. We're seeing how this is a revenge mission.
Yeah, hanging out with two mean dogs.
Oh yeah, so we're asking around now for Guillermo.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's asking this one lady, and his fuse is so short.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is where you get the Spanish subtitles.
Yeah.
Don't translate that for you. I was having flashbacks of low life.
Yeah. You're getting fed some story here, so we know a scratch has occurred. If that's not all you know about the movie so far.
Yeah. Yeah, they start getting really, really rough with this Latin woman from The Night of Joy.
So many bad words in a row, practically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what Marcus... what the motivation behind all this is, that he's trying to avenge a friend who's been scratched.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out... Okay, so then Pinter steps in.
But what about... oh, yeah.
Because he's stopping the mean dogs from touching her.
Yeah, but...
So no one's getting paid if anyone touches her.
And, like, one misstep...
Isn't that the only way she gets paid, if people touch her?
Maybe.
What are the rules?
You fucking... The second he gets, like, one piece of information that isn't useful, just the way he's fucking slapping. And
Yeah. Yeah.
He's such a wild horse like that. Just... so many, like, little quick slaps and stuff.
Yeah. No.
And he's doing that down in the bar, too, to somebody
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah.
In the rectum. And in a previous future scene.
Well, he, like...
But I just something about the way he gets around doing it.
Yeah. It's the fist me guy that he's, like, slapping, going back and slapping him again and stuff like that. he doesn't find Rectum on this street, but he definitely finds Mr. Winky. You find out that she's Ray Finkel.
Yeah, right? Fucking, yeah, he's a pet detective.
Just that
That's
quick, quick tilt down. Like, oh god.
Yeah, fucking sorry, dolphin.
Yeah. But did they say anything about the ID, or is this just breadcrumbs? Well, we'll wrap it back into how Ray Finkel comes back into
I think this is just the origin story of how they get the taxi.
Yeah. So it's back to, now they're talking about Tenya again. Back to Tenya, front to Tenya.
Oh, yeah.
But now here's a community that has some loyalty, eh?
What is it?
A community that has some unity.
Unity.
Can't spell community without a little unity, am I right? Because they get chased away by the angry mob.
That's when they're headed towards that taxi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they get in.
Yeah, it's fucking Warriors moment here. Yeah. But we're starting to understand the movie's sloosh about way of getting us places here. Just ran the camera.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, Pinter's talking to the cops.
Yeah. Yeah. In the scene after the fight with the taxi, though, I know they got to show them, you know, how they got the taxi now. So I'm starting to think ahead because of the way this works in the scene before where they have the taxi, right? You know, then by the end of this, you have to see where they got the taxi.
Yeah.
You're starting to get a feel for it. You're able to think ahead a little bit to how something's going to go. So right now...
Are you using foresight or hindsight?
Just tuned in.
Yeah. Oh, you're locked.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so next scene we see, who's that, Pierre?
Yeah, Pinter.
Speaking with an officer.
Talking to the fuzz.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. What, you got that?
He's talking to the tight-lipped Tony. Yeah. He's being a tight-lipped Tony, though.
Yeah, he's all sorts of caught up with these guys, right?
But ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. How's he gonna get out of this? Almost feel.
Well, how did Marcus already get out of it?
Yeah.
He was just with him.
Yeah, so it's epic. You just let him go.
Just let him go. All right, well, let's figure out where Marcus went, shall we?
Okay. All right. Well, look, there's his buddy.
Yeah. So now, right in front of the cops.
Yeah.
He's standing
just
there.
having just given statements, I would assume, right?
But this is before he gives a statement.
Well.
Because Pierre's there and they're talking to the mean dogs.
Yeah. Just before going rogue and heading to the rectum.
Yeah. These guys were like, you know, for a fee.
Smash.
We could help you find this Tenya. And they do some serious convincing. To the point where I think he's like a little intimidated to say no to these guys. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I'll pay you.
Yeah.
Pay you some euros or what do French people use for currency.
Yeah. This far in, I already know the consequences of all these actions, but...
Yeah, so now you know these are the guys that are yelling at him on a stretcher to pay him.
Yeah.
Pay up.
Yeah. Already I need to know, like, what happened at the end. Yeah. Again.
They were slapping Ray Finkel around.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun for these guys. Like, this is a... not their usual day of 100% anti-drop dead protection.
No.
38
minutes in. And
this is find and fuck.
You already need.
I'm working on it. That didn't. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Get what's his fuck there?
Yeah.
Guillermo. Yeah. Yeah.
Finkel.
Pay or go rogue, basically. Are your options here.
Is coffee getting hotter?
Hot indeed. Toasty. Yeah. Oh yeah. You try and stick your tongue in that lava, Paolo?
Not yet.
Anyway, You save a little money if you go and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Exact revenge, right? Because those guys were going to help.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to help.
The toughs.
Yeah. Because they would have been in that bar. They were in Rectum with them.
Yeah.
Or did they stay behind? Or stay ahead? I'm so confused.
All I know is, like, at this point, I'm like, the ending of this is going to be nice.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Based on this awful beginning.
And then
like a night at the theater or something.
And then it goes back to them just popping out of a party.
Yeah.
Drinks in hand, laughing.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
Yeah. And then, oh wait,
there's
what's
a commotion.
This?
What's this quick zoom?
Yeah, we got one guy is a clown screaming at another dude for... and he looks familiar.
Yeah. And then it's Alex.
Oh no!
And have we heard the name Alex yet?
Well, Stretcher comes out with Alex. Somehow I knew it was Alex.
Yeah, I think they maybe mentioned the name.
I was tuned in.
Maybe when they're talking to Finkel.
Maybe.
Because they were talking about the friend that got scratched.
Yeah, but it is not looking good. Holy, appears to have had an extremely brutal scratch.
Bit of a face smash of her own.
Aye. And it's just too much on that stretcher right now.
Yeah.
It's a long shot.
Yeah.
Just going with it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Spinning out here.
Spinning out. Let's go back, shall we?
Okay. Taxi. We're waving a taxi.
Yeah.
All right.
To no avail.
Yeah.
We see Alex.
Yeah.
Quite radiant, isn't she?
Yeah, and I'm actually quite nervous at this point that this is the girl who's going to be on the stretcher.
Because they do great, because you only see it from behind her, so you're following her, and it makes you you're basically screaming to the television, don't go in the subway!
Yeah, I'm getting no face here.
Yeah.
And it's...
I know what that face looks like after.
Yeah, last time it was like, no more face.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I get it,
Not
the humanity here. But now, like, this is how it feels playing Alan Wake 2, where you can't see the face, you can't turn the camera quite enough to see the face in this one. Sometimes in games you can, because it's like third person, right? So you can almost swing the camera.
Yeah.
But this is all follow.
Yeah.
No face.
Yeah. Right down to the abyss. The red walled subway.
Yeah, the red
Terminal.
tunnel.
Yeah, the red tunnel.
Oh man. And this dude who we've seen before briefly.
Did we?
Yeah.
Tenya?
Tenya? Yeah.
Where did we see him? Oh, he was one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. He was the shorter guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's in there and he's already in a scrappy mood, isn't he?
With Finkel.
Was it?
That's Finkel that he's... Yeah, because check it. So Finkel, the whole reason that they were looking for the Guillermo, because they thought this ID of a male is the guy who did it.
Right.
But it was the Finkel that dropped the card.
Right.
But it was the male card. So they thought he did the raping.
Oh, I get... Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, sure.
And that's why he's like, I'm Guillermo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Righto. Good spot.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to decipher. Like, I do remember the ID thing, but what they're saying, because it's mostly just, like, unspeakable words.
Yeah.
It's hard to really sift through.
Yeah. And then Alex is just trying to mind her business and get by the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting pretty
Excuse me.
rough with Guillermo.
Pardon, m'excuse.
And then just lets Guillermo run off. He's like, hey, where you going, Toots?
Yeah. And, yeah, so, like, at this point, I kind of thought we got the right guy, but this dude is, you know...
Pulls a knife on her.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
It's Joe Cool or whatever
Yeah.
behavior.
Yeah. It's like
Or
the
wait,
worst,
that was a gun?
the worst Joe Pesci character you could possibly
He
imagine.
does have Joe Pesci vibes.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Like Casino Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
Goodfellas.
yeah, absolutely thought about that myself. And, yeah, all over her here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the, you know, the only thing really put my mind at ease during this scene is knowing that the rest of this thing should be a cakewalk.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta
I didn't know exactly where this thing was going to land here, but
Just gotta lay down and take it.
yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to say what the worst part of this scene is, but it was like the whole thing's brutal. I was trying to think of a better way of putting this. But just to see that person in the background, did you notice that? There's a person that hits the corner and is like...
Walks. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we're gonna speed through this fucking scene, right?
Oh, yeah.
But hits the corner and then sees them on the ground and is just like...
Yeah, they're like, yeah, no,
I'll call a cab.
yeah.
Yeah, he would have been arrested. The Good Samaritan law. They don't have that in France?
No, apparently not.
Fuck.
Le Bon Samaritan. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Merde, sachet de merde.
It's probably the worst scene I've ever seen in a film.
Yeah, so I figured it would be
For
like the...
even like Syrian film. I don't think I've actually seen any of the... There's probably some pretty brutal scenes in it that I haven't seen.
Serbian
tale?
Syrians don't want to be connected with that, probably.
Oh, shit. Let's just...
Scratch it
Yeah,
out.
I don't know if I've
wait.
seen like the most brutal scenes of Serbian tale.
Yeah, it's one, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's one punch,
Yeah.
gut punch, but
it's not like this. It's not as explicit, is it? Like having to watch.
no,
And it just
it's not that explicit. It's
goes
the reveal.
on and like just
That's-
listening to the guy, how he talks to her. It's nauseating.
Yeah. So I thought this was like the Serbian one, gonna be in the first 10 minutes or the last, especially because
I thought it started with this.
when you watched it, you were like, oh, not looking forward to going through that first 20 minutes again. So I thought I had a clue as to where it landed.
Yeah.
But you're just probably done with that camera swinging for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he, after it, he's like, "You want some more?"
No.
And you're like, "No."
Yeah, it's like, but during it, it's like any thoughts that take you out of the scene. Like I don't know if like this thing is meant for you to just watch in abject horror at what's going on. Like, this tunnel was bad vibes before the incident.
Yeah, exactly.
And, why is this guy going to the rectum? Is that just to hide away? Because this doesn't seem like his scene.
I don't know. I think he runs the joint or something.
Anyway, I was kind of glad it was all in French, because when I was watching it, I didn't want any of that seeping through the apartment door.
Yeah. The shit that he was saying?
Yeah. It would have been a knock.
Yeah.
And,
F'dUpMovies.com.
yeah, I just kept turning the volume down like one notch, like every couple
I had to
of
as well,
seconds during that thing.
Yeah.
And it is long.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah. And then he's like taking bumps and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my fuck.
And
He's just gonna keep him going.
yeah, I'm just trying to make notes.
I know.
the language, is also the worst during this. And And like maybe one of the least fun 30-minute scenes I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And the worst part
Oh, and not much set deck either. Just
and you know that all this brutality that you see
bottle cap.
And it hasn't even
grocery bag.
You know she's getting her ass kicked after because you saw her on the stretcher.
Oh yeah, and you know this isn't gonna end well.
So he's like done, he's lighting a smoke, and she starts crawling away.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you want some more?"
And this is all like one continuous shot.
Yeah.
As well. Like you're lucky this
One
guy
angle, doesn't even
is in
move.
Kubrick that
You're
made
really
this
locked
movie.
into this with them. Yeah.
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 And then it just really amps up.
And you're just like yelling at the screen, when is this gonna start?
Yeah. And man, the boot.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch. God dang. Punches, smashes.
What were those, Timberlands?
All these one shots. It's impressive in the worst way.
Yeah.
This scene.
Yeah.
Because it does have a bit of that production value.
Yeah.
Like it's really like know how to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking harsh, man.
Yeah. Can't wait to spin out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it just goes, and the worst part about it is it's so disturbing that the last thing you want to hear is the next scene where it automatically goes to Pinter and Marcus just talking about sex.
Yeah, in like a bathroom.
I don't want to hear anyone talk about sex for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing that old mixing violence with it. Ugh.
And this is where you
Disturbing
get to see
movies are boring.
Vincent Castle is like the French Matthew Lillard.
Oh man, my notes are just filled with that from this point on.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh no, there was a point like a few minutes in where like I forgot that it wasn't Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. Yeah. He's more Matthew Lillard in this than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bastard.
Holy shit.
And you finally get to find out Pinter's name halfway through the film.
Doesn't mention it before that.
No.
Takes a few lines
Yeah.
of him not doing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Party? This party?
I think they're going up an elevator. They leave the elevator, having sex,
ladies.
talking about having sex. They go into a room. Yeah. All heavy on the schnapps.
So many ladies. Is that the room?
No, it's just the one room.
Oh, that's when they're, yeah.
And Pinter's like, oh, what are you doing this for?
Party. Yeah.
Like, Alex is...
Yeah.
Don't get caught.
Because he's...
what about Alex?
He's tongue in cheek with some of these other girls.
And it's...
He's womanizing.
And it's terrible to hear that after everything that you know that's going to happen to her. Mm-hmm. For when he's like, man, what about Alex?
Yeah.
And he's like, she'll be fine.
Yeah, it's so open.
Yeah. But then he goes into a room, and the ratio is on their side, I must say.
I know. just filled with ladies.
I know. Yeah, there's like 8 on a bed.
France parties.
Yeah, no. I think there was only one other guy in the scene.
Yeah.
And he looked like he was friend zoned.
Wasn't, yeah, like Pierre.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll head upstairs.
Oh, yeah, and it's kind of confusing. Like, you think, the way that they're talking, it makes it seem like Alex is on her way to the party. It's like, you better drink some water,
or
man.
certainly
Alex
not at the party.
And then they just go downstairs, Alex.
Yeah.
I remember the back of that head. She's dancing with some friends.
Yeah. 2 ladies.
And then even Pierre starts getting weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, at the party.
Yeah. He's straight edge.
And
He's friends with Alex,
There's enough time.
not Marcus.
There's enough time for me to think, like, but if she's on her way to the party, like, I didn't put it together. I should have, but I'm like, she's on her way to the party. How does that happen in the subway if they walk out and she's right there? And then I see her and I'm like, okay, it makes sense. She's leaving the party when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
So then you know how this scene is going to end. It's going to end up with the walk-off.
But I'm ready to live in the moment.
We're walking. Yeah.
This is so much fun in games in this Bizarro Act 2.
Because he walks up to Alex and the girls.
Pardon.
And he's like, hey, my name's Vincent. No, I'm just joking. It's Marcus.
Oh, nice.
And like, I'm wondering, is that a fuck-up?
Oh, that's as minute as the one in Victoria, if so.
Yeah.
But if it is all that one shot kind of thing, then I can see...
I can see. He probably just added it.
It being a little goof.
Yeah. Or he just improv'd it and they liked it. You start to see a different side of Pinter here. Because you find out that Alex and him actually have a bit of a relationship. They're all friends. Everyone's friends
gay
here.
friend.
Yeah.
Her gay friend.
It starts seeming that way.
Yeah.
She's dancing on him, trying to loosen him up a bit. But he says, I know, I'd rather watch.
Yeah.
I'd rather dance COVID style.
Yeah. Marcus had me convinced Pierre was gay.
Yeah.
and straight edge.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else you got to go on?
Yeah, true. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
Yeah, and you don't really know. And even the advances from Alex, he's still up for interpretation at this point.
And we're actually having a lot of fun at the party, really. Feels loose, like everything is like, it's like, seems like an orgy party almost,
Yeah, lady.
Straight edge.
And she does not loosen him up.
No.
So
he remains very rigid.
So she heads upstairs. There's a girl there, I don't know if she's pregnant, but she's like grabbing onto her belly and stuff like that. And she's talking about how she's so happy to be here with her man. Man. So you know that Alex and Marcus are an item.
Yeah.
And she's trying to say that they're very happy together. But she doesn't seem so when he comes upstairs and his lips are flapping.
And they were just having so much fun.
He's having a little too much fun.
Yeah. But she's also spies him doing a little something, macking. She sees him macking out there.
He's a Mac.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard the Mac. What's his rebuttal to the lips flapping?
Just a bunch of little slaps.
It's kind of like your boobs flapping all the time. She's like, oh, you look like a ghost.
Yeah.
Because he's got on the cocaine.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah. Snifter of your finest.
Yeah. And then she gets fed up.
Netushpa.
It is so effective the way that the timeline is going backwards. Because now that you know what's going to happen to her, you're like, please don't let her leave. Like, you're hoping for that run, Lola, run kind of butterfly effect where maybe they can stop her from going out there. But no.
Change the future's past.
Yeah. And you start really seeing, but the future is written.
It is.
But what's
the
with
premonition?
Her when she goes to get the purse?
Yeah. And you see the post.
Yeah, but he's getting topped.
Sucked off.
That other guy there, like, what the hell is he doing? He's just like a board. He's planking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Alex didn't seem fussed.
No, nonplussed.
This is just a Tuesday.
It's France. I mean, not this is what I learned about it. This is not what I'm prejudged.
And then Pierre's trying to get her to stay.
Sucked off.
He's just like... Pierre tries to stop her.
Dans français. And
to no avail.
Yeah. He sucks too bad to keep her there.
He does suck too bad.
She's done.
And he's just too creepy.
Yeah, he sucks.
I thought he was like the hero
he's
up to this point.
He's alright, but yeah. He's got stuff.
I didn't think he was going to have that creep.
Not all of his qualities are cool.
It's like almost after watching that scene, it's just you're looking for red flags.
Spin out.
Who of these characters might have that itch? Let's say Mitch.
Hey. Whatever, they hadn't seen each other in a while. Whatever. Spin out.
Spin out.
You gotta spin out of here, camera.
No, they're all just hanging out.
Elevator.
It's like the fun and games.
Pinter, Marquez, and Alexiada.
Alish. And
Getting sucked off.
he's just grilling them about exactly how they cash out of the contest.
How fiery the flames of their coitus burns.
And he's just so fixated. And it basically boils down to, that was his issue, is that she says that, you just think about it too much.
Do I know Robo?
Marcus just goes at it. He doesn't think about sex. We just do it. But you're always... And it's funny coming from the female point of view, where she's saying she doesn't want the guy just fixated on, am I pleasing her? Like, you want to be able to see the other person's reciprocating the pleasure.
Enjoying themselves.
Where, I guess Pinter was always like, am I doing it right? Is she feeling it? Should I put my leg up?
Got any pointers?
Yeah.
Like, at least out of this conversation, he got the pinch for the end.
Yeah. Stopped using that knuckle.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're on the subway. So there's it's tight quarters. There's people all around them, but they don't give a fuck.
No, women, children, all the people that get off the Titanic first are there to listen to this conversation.
Yeah. And they don't give a fuck.
Not at all.
Pinter doesn't get a fuck either. But none of them give.
No. Pinter's getting incel.
And then whoop, whoop, whoop. Another spin back.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, oh yeah, we're spinning out.
To two lovers just laying in bed.
Shacked up.
And all the foreshadowing in this scene right away, where he's like, I can't feel my arm.
That's post-shadowing.
And then she wakes up. And right away she's like, I had a dream about the red tunnel splitting in two.
The premonitions of this thing.
It's probably from...
Supernatural, this feature.
Or her lack of. She's late. A couple days late.
Yeah, you're like, I know, they're raising the stakes a little bit here now. Yeah.
It's worse.
Yeah. I was prepared for the rest of it to be this cakewalk.
Yeah.
And now we got me thinking about
an AIDS
this.
walk, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to wear the ribbon.
They wake up to the answering machine.
Voicemail. Delivery through the airwaves.
And he was never Marcus's friend
Over
to begin
the
with.
seaman.
This is actually like the first time that Marcus and Pinter are going to meet, basically.
They'll get on well.
Yeah.
He's a splendid lad, young Pinter. And he loves you.
And then there's just seems to be so much awkward, almost foreshadowing through this scene where they're talking about, you're going to have to pay. You're going to pay.
Yeah.
And talking about revenge and how he's holding her down.
Oh yeah.
This
Lots of post-shadowing.
Spits in her face. What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't see the bodily fluid leave, but that's what it appeared happened there.
Yeah.
And I guess these cats were married at the time, eh?
Oh, really?
in real life, yeah.
Wow.
A little bit of that.
You don't say.
It's a T. Cruz and Kidman.
Because she Monica Bellucci.
Bit of a babe.
Yeah. Crushing balls.
Crushing balls, taking names.
Yeah. And then the way that it seems like, the blocking of them on the bed is to hide.
Conceal logs.
But then it just comes right out.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
It's out.
This is where those subtitles became a saving grace here and there.
Exactly.
Couple of censor bars.
Yeah, you don't see that in Lane.
Yeah. The Lane. Yeah. And then when things start to get hot and heavy, I feel like it moved too.
Yeah. But you gotta love it. It's just two lovebirds with the whole future ahead of them.
Yeah. She's not taking the smoke.
No.
She don't want that smoke.
No.
Foreshadowing.
He's like, he's going off to get some booze. Right away, he's like, gotta go get some booze before the store closes.
Oh, yeah. Throw on some pants.
Yeah.
That's a beat.
And does she tell him to get a pregnancy test? Or he goes off to get some booze?
Yeah, no, she's gotten off the shower.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go. And,
Camel's got a third hump.
yeah, I'm sensing another gut punch here.
Yeah.
And, it's almost like, what it's gonna be. Yep. But then, like, kind of everyone knows what the last shot is gonna be here now, is what you're thinking watching this. But,
you gotta love a happy ending.
yeah. It is a little bit of a spinning top, though.
Yeah.
Right there, isn't it?
Mm.
Because, like, her emotions are complex still.
Yeah.
She does that laugh thing, like, excited, but then it gets, like, contemplative.
Yeah.
And is it almost like, I wasn't, maybe? Like, it seemed like it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
In this little Shutter Island moment.
Maybe she's happy that she's not pregnant.
Yeah,
It's almost what I'm hoping for.
It is what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, maybe it's not the exact last shot. I thought it was just going to, like, show the test.
Yeah.
And it was going to be done. But then you start showing someone holding the belly now.
Yeah, zoom in on the belly.
Yeah.
2001 Space Odyssey poster in there.
But this is before, isn't it?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, the tilt up to 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky this guy wasn't Kubrick. Wouldn't want to film these scenes too many times.
And then we spin back to just a nice day in the park.
Green
Reading
grass.
a book.
Sprinklers.
Children running about.
Everything is spinning.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I know.
The start.
Yeah. Weak to yak. It's like this spinning here.
Enough of the pookie jookie.
Yeah, let me off of this ride.
Can I get some intro credits, please?
But I can see why they decide to use this as the end shot, right?
Oh, yeah.
It would just...
It's way more effective than you think to watch the movie in reverse and have that, like, waiting for that butterfly effect to kick in.
But it did have that spinny thing over the police car.
Yeah.
Which I might have just jumped the gun on, because I'm going to wind back here in a second. Yeah. But, man, this... did you watch right till the last second of this thing? Where it just Like there should be a seizure warning for the last
My note.
seconds of it.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That'd be a shitty way to find out you have epilepsy.
Oh my!
The last memory is this movie. That's no good.
Yeah, time destroys everything. More like this end beginning destroys everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that you've seen all the way to the beginning there, you almost gotta wind back to the end, whatever.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie, the end of whatever. Just it's so much more digestible. And I was thinking, like, if you're gone to see it in the theater or something, like, it'd probably bug you if you... Imagine if you missed even the first couple minutes. That would be...
Imagine watching the straight cut. Like, this movie would suck. Well, it wouldn't suck, but you'd be so depressed by the end of it.
So, back at the beginning here, right? Now we know how it ends.
Yeah.
Vincent gets taken off. Looks like he's probably going to make it.
Hopefully in the same room.
Non-lethal arm injury.
Maybe they get to share a room.
Yeah, Pierre's carted off to jail.
Is he?
Or yeah, he's like a kind of emotionless in that last scene. But I mean, it's good character building. You really see him like
beat the fucking shit out of someone.
That's straight
fire extinguisher.
Yeah, a canister of soda.
Yeah, cola dispenser. We never know we never found out what happened to Ingor and Irmf. Those two mean dogs.
No, but that ride to the hospital, like it's crazy how like all this spinning kind of becomes stomachable. This after you've been through it one time.
Oh, really?
A little bit, yeah, because
sensitized to it.
Yeah, when you have context for it.
I didn't bear.
Yeah, and then
I didn't have a bear to spare.
And
I mean, I'd watch Up To again.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You can't.
Okay.
You cannot never surpass that moment anymore. Yeah. Look at that like a bridge that's gone out.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you get there.
Yeah.
But you have to go up and you just got to see some of the lead up before you had any context for anything.
Yeah.
So you got to,
It's funny that as soon as you said that we do see Tenya. I was like, oh yeah, I did recognize him. He's the shorter guy of the two. That's like he's talking about himself. He's like, Tenya's heavy shit, man.
I know.
You want to meet Tenya?
Yeah, and I felt like they had got their man the first time through.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who Tenya is exactly. And so then when you go through it again, you see that...
you thought it was the Extinguished? You thought Tenya was extinguished?
I thought there was a chance, but they look moderately similar.
Yeah.
Fistman.
Taller Tenya.
Fistman and him.
Yeah. Clubber Lang.
Yeah. Clubber Lang. So, yeah, but there is like a question raised, and that's, so like after... whatever, swings wildly through the rectum. But is this its own scene?
Can you say that again, please?
When we're swinging wildly through the rectum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go on.
Is this like its own scene? Like it seems like there could be cut marks there, and that's like the escape from...
No.
Because I almost felt like it was like a drunk character going through, like, what's all this about? But I thought it was a little bit confusing. But eventually, you're moving forward like that. But you know how Because with all the spinning, you don't know if you've spun in and spun out of an additional scene.
There's just so much movement involved in rectum. Like, it seems that they just get deeper and deeper and deeper in the rectum.
Osmosis Jones here.
It's like fractured butthole. Or no, maybe it's the first one.
Yeah.
That you go all through Mr. Slave.
Yeah. So when you're, I don't know, it's just hard to tell when you're swinging through there. Because it seems like it could have been the scene that happened right before the last scene or whatever. Possible with all the swinging. Because I was like, what's the meaning of all of this? Is he just like, in retrospect, is he like, because he's been drunk and doing drugs? Or, you know, like, why are things this just like...
Are you talking about from first glance?
The whole swing through the rectum there. Yeah. Why it's so chaotic?
Because he's trying to find Tenya. And it's a place he's never been before.
I guess. It is, I mean, between that hum they put in there and all the swinging, you know, it is very disorienting and I guess anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't really get me, but I could see if I was trapped in a theater during this movie.
Oh my god.
Without the benefit of being able to go back and watch the beginning again.
I'd say there was a couple of walkouts.
Yeah. You gasp or know it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of which.
Yeah, they're exiting this void.
Do you know where Gasper No made his cameo? In Rectum? It's funny because I noticed that...
Is it funny?
It's like the first person that you see, there's a person like jerking off. But, you know, you see...
We watched the worst movie.
There's lots of it's flying about.
Yeah, which
but
is
the
Gasper.
First guy, it's like complete... His lower body is complete shadow. So it's like, that's him. No, he's not one of the guys showing it off. He's the guy lurking in the shadows, not wanting to be seen. Because I just saw a picture of him and he's bald, and that was a bald guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's one of the hairless bunch.
Yeah.
Holy. Swinging skinnies, yeah.
The hairless.
The hairlesses. Yeah, but anyway, it does that shit all day, spinning around. Down to the mistaken identity there. And you actually, after the Smash Fest where they get their man, it shows him in the like crowd right after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's showing that, you know, they didn't get their guy. But you could have easily left this thing thinking that dude at the beginning was the one. That was
Tenya.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took it as that he never even got to Tenya. Like, I thought those were just two guys that were like, oh, you don't want to meet up with him, and then he just got into a fight.
A little bit of a scuffle.
Like, and it worked for me.
It was hard to tell, you know.
He never got to the main boss. But it makes more sense that he was just there.
But it had that kind of like
shit.
That Die Hard scene, you know. Someone's always, you know, victorious. Someone's always going to the hospital when they're going to be okay.
Right. So what do you think happens next?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Like if it was to keep going?
Part 2.
I guess probably it would show them meet at a grocery store or something.
Yeah, exactly. What about
Go
the prequel? What about the prequel?
I don't know. I guess it would take place in Sackville if you kept...
Yeah. You know what? This could be a podcast. Why don't we start a podcast? We're always talking about movies. Always reviewing them.
But I'm just a glimmer in my daddy's eye. I ain't due yet.
Phyllis has always wanted to do a podcast. About time we make some use of her. What should we call it?
The ghastly Masterminds.
Ghastly Masterminds.
The never undermines.
Did we ever have any working titles?
Yeah. Grimes and Grimes.
Grimes and Grimes.
No, none of our titles have worked.
Times.
Titles. Times. Dahmer.
Dahmer.
That's how you want to start this episode?
Dahmer.
What about Timer?
Just say his name.
You got a timer?
Say his name. Right or wrong.
Lucy Gooseman.
Very good.
It's
Very funny. You're a funny guy, Adam. That's what I tell them. I say, Adam McPherson is a funny guy.
He bussy.
Poor guy.
Dahmer.
Jake's daddy.
Jake. He's even uglier. You got. How can you pass a mental disability brought to you by a car accident? How does that get passed down the line? Tell me that.
Oh man, we made it past our births and all the way back to Jake Busey.
Yeah.
We are bringing it back. That is prequels upon prequels. Shame.
Maximum shame.
Fassbender. Not a strong recommend of that. I'll give this. I'll give Irreversible twice the score I gave Shame. 2 shames.
It's a shitty name.
2 shame.
2 shame.
On guard. So.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I lost it, man. Wow! I sound like Joey.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the Wheel of Fortuna. Okay, Al Pacino wheel.
I wonder if Tyrone will ever come back.
Well, Saw. Spiraling out here. This spiral can go viral. How about that?
Are we doing They Clone Tyrone next?
I don't know.
Or should we stick with the time?
Put that thing down, flip
should we
it
stay
and
with
repeat.
the times, cop? Flip it and repeat.
Van damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, Fortuna. Why do I have that inflection on it? Cripes. My valve.
My valve. Alright, we got something there.
Irresistible. Simply.
Said no one ever about this movie.
Yeah. How can anyone give it, how many freaking Eberts this give him? How many fucking rock hard thumbs this get?
How many gastric bypasses do you give this?
Yeah. And not only do I know about this now, and I've seen this, But all those other ones from the
Effed up movies.
rabbit hole, friggin', and this is the library that stick this stuff on me.
The back alley.
Yeah. It is an eclectic mix there. They do not shy away. They let you... It's impressive, library.
Right. Anyone can get hard if you have a library card.
I like that. Fucking fucky fuck ass fucker.
Skin dick. Skin dick ass fuck. It's like Tourette's.
Oh my god. Yeah, you kind of...
What a way to meet your main character.
You kind of have to laugh at the dialogue in this thing.
Yeah.
Telling you.
I can't wait to see
It is the Boston of Europe, in my opinion.
I can't wait to see the U.S. adaptation with Matthew Lillard.
Wouldn't that be fantastic? They freaking...
What would you say, buddy?
Make you want to scream. Feeling a bit woozy here.
Feeling a bit woozy. I want him to come back in the Scream saga. Because you never actually saw his dead body. There's theories that he's
still saga now.
It is. They're going on 7.
Septuple.
I think in the 7th.
Septilogy.
They're gonna bring him back. They got it. They even say in this movie he looks like a ghost face.
The shrouds. Crumbling, crumbling, crumbling castle.
Alright, we got something there.
Ready the van go, Vinny? Marcus.
Timer.